Holy smokies, it ain't no jokes. The crypto market continues to sell off, and XRP is getting closer and closer to that $1 range. Bitcoin dropped under 60,000, and President Trump says, "Why isn't everything going up?" Hello, beautiful people. Shalom, money makers. Very interesting situation right now in the market. All I ask from you is that you give me a beautiful smile to send out those good vibes. Smishity smash that like button and let's get into it. Please read the disclaimer. So right now, XRP is sitting at $1.09, down minus 6% on the day. Bitcoin also, you can see, dropped under 60,000, but was able to pop up. Right now, it's testing to cross over the 60,000 level once again. Ethereum is down 11%. Holy smoke, is Solana down also 7%. Cardano 11%. Actually, Cardano hasn't fell that much since this morning when we talked about it, but it's not just the crypto market. It started out the crypto market, but then the S&P 500 is down 2%, but the Nasdaq is getting the big hit here with down 4% and multiple stocks down over 10%. You can see the VIX, which is the fear index, is up 22% here today. I told you anything close to 20 is usually getting on the verge of being bearish, right? And anything in the low teens is pretty bullish. So today we had a big pop up. This comes off of the job report. So the US economy adds 172,000 jobs in May, crushing expectations of 85,000. The unemployment rate was 4.3, in line with the expectations. April job numbers were also revised up by 64,000 jobs. This marks the second strongest US job report in 13 months. And you can see the White House was happy about this. And even the president tweeted out, he says, with a great jobs report like just announced, stocks should go up, not down. That's the way it was for 200 years. Growth does not mean inflation. How else can a country attain greatness? President Donald J. Trump. So why is this happening? So I'll explain. If you're new to the channel, if you've heard this spiel already, it's okay. You can hear it again. So basically, what the market is fearing now is that the Fed chairman is no way is he going to reduce interest rates. And you can even see here it says stocks tank as job report fuels Fed rate hike bets. So right now, the market is looking at it like this. Inflation is rising. Oil has been rising, right? And if there's good job reports, there's lots of jobs being added. It means that people have jobs, they have money, they're going to spend, especially Americans. You guys know 60% of you are Americans, that the Americans spend, right? They spend a lot of money, they like retail, they like, getting stuff. And so the more jobs they have, the more they're going to spend. And then retailers have no reason to reduce prices. So they're just going to continue to have high prices. And then you're going to have some sort of hyperinflation. We talked about this at the beginning of the week. So that's what's going on. And that's why not only crypto was already down, but that we got that double whammy there. So you can see it continued the sell-off. We had the sell-off here. And then when we got the job reports, we started selling off even stronger. And XRP actually dropped under that new low that we saw there, bounce back, but now has come back down. We'll see how this plays out. Freaky Friday, right? For a reason, it can get very volatile on Friday because the option contracts are closing on the weeklies on the stock market. And now we have also for Bitcoin ETFs, and there's also on XRP ETFs. I actually checked that today. I put in XRP on the Thinkorswim and I found XRP contracts as well. So I don't think there were weeklies, but there were monthlies. So again, that can affect what's happening with XRP as well. So interesting, and we'll see. Again, I don't know what's going to happen. As always, I just want to remind you that this video is for educational purposes, for entertainment purposes only, not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence before you decide to invest. Very important. We'll see what will happen. But if you want to take advantage of this big dip, right, the Big Dipper, if you're interested, I am using right now BTCC to trade the market. Now, if you're interested, You can short the market if you think it's going to continue to drop. If XRP is going to drop under $1, if that's what you think, you can short the market. If you think that this is the bottom, you can long the market. Again, it's up to you. It's your prerogative to do what you want. But I think now the volatility is tasty, right? There's lots of opportunities. It could also be a lot of risk because you can go the other way. But volatility is good for day traders and swing traders. So if you're interested in that, and you're trading on another platform, this is the go-to platform for me. So again, link is in the description down below. Please trade responsibly. I will get a commission. You'll get some bonuses when you sign up using my link. So thank you for that. Okay. And again, it's an affiliate link, so I will get a commission. It's not just stocks and crypto, also precious metals are selling off. So you can see here, silver down almost 8%, basically to the lowest level that it's been in a few, like since March, right? So we were down at these levels, but big dip. Also gold, similar since March. And oil actually also dropped. So everything is dropping right now. The sell button is stuck on the algos, right? The sell button is stuck. And that's why we're seeing it all sell off. It's okay. We've seen this before. The markets were kind of wound up, especially the stock market, crypto market. We've talked about why things are selling off, but it is what it is. Okay. This is interesting. The House Ways and Means Committee is circulating a package of 7 digital asset tax discussion drafts that would overhaul how crypto is taxed in the United States. The bill tackles everything from stablecoin transactions, mining, and staking, crypto lending, and wash sale rules to charitable donations and a volatility disclosure program for taxpayers with past digital assets reporting issues. The most effectively breaks apart the broad Miller-Hortsford Digital Asset Parity Act, as well as a similar legislation introduced last year by Senator Loomis, into a series of standalone proposals. The draft will likely feature prominently at Tuesday's scheduled Ways and Means hearing on crypto taxation. So if you're in the US, this is very important for you. Everything that is, crypto taxation is important. So we'll see if anything moves forward. Remember when there were those rumors circulating around that potentially there would be no taxes on US cryptos, and people were like, oh, right, maybe that will happen. When President Trump came into office, that never was raised by anybody. It was just, speculation, rumor that people were having around the time he was elected, and even before that. So it's interesting to remember that. Yeah, markets are down. We talked about that. And, Benjamin, he says here, listen, an asset that follows a 4-year cycle is not a bad asset to own. The asset is not responsible for human psychology. Don't let the primo bulls gaslight you into believing it's a bad thing. In a few months, they will become the biggest cheerleaders of the 4-year cycle. Again, I've been in the markets, the crypto market, the stock market for a very long time, right? I've seen the cycles, I've seen the ups and downs, I've seen the lows, I've seen the highs. And if this is a mid-low here and we're going to continue to drop down, so I'll deal with it the way I dealt with it in the past. Same way I bought stocks when in April of 2025, right? And it was amazing. And so when I feel like we might be at rock bottom, and we'll see, because again, Clarity Act is a very tricky thing, and it could be that we're getting close to that bottom here, but it could be a month from now. Okay, so we don't know exactly how things are going to play out, but it will be very interesting to see. Okay, and of course, I'm going to be here along with you on the journey. And listen, the Fed probabilities right now are 96.7% that Kevin Warsh is not going to reduce interest rates. We were, so happy when he got nominated because we thought, oh, for sure he's going to reduce interest rates, right? That's why President Trump got him into office. Well, said he was the man for the job. But now it seems that he might have not been the man for the job, right? Or it's not his fault, right? He might be the man for the job, but the timing is not right for the first meeting. And so this is putting pressure on all the markets right now, especially with that strong job report. So I'm losing my voice a little bit, and I want to do the stock market video as well. So I think I'll have to tell you to thank you for watching. I hope to see you next time. Check out BTCC in the link description down below. And like I always say, let's make a lot of money.